Hi everyone, and welcome to Ask Christa, the place where you can ask questions about how to work through business challenges and workplace issues. I'm Christa Dhimo, and today's question is from a founder. Do all businesses need advisors, even if I'm just starting up? And my answer is yes. Yes, you do. But as with all things related to startups, who, when, and what kind depends on where you're at in your growth cycle and what you need. Some may say your early day advisors should be those who can help you secure funding, but there's so much you need to do before you're ready to pitch. And that is why you need advisors, even in the early days. By the way, later on, as you grow, your board of directors become your advisors. So this segment, the one I'm focused on today, is going to be focused on the early stage startups, the even if I'm just starting up businesses. The best early advisors are those you trust the most, who will hopefully give you an honest and supportive assessment of your idea, helping you work through a notion or concept while being objective enough to truly dig into what you're looking to do, why you're looking to do it, and for what purpose. The what purpose is who's going to want to buy it. And that assessment piece is important. It's not just about honesty. If you're thinking about starting up a business, you can do that for sure. But know this, the best businesses start off quiet, thoughtful, attentive, and focused with just enough discipline to get good work done as you take a concept and transform it into an eventual business model. This is when effective advisors come in. They can help you take that concept and form it into a description of how your business will meet an unmet need. That's that market piece, the who's going to buy it piece. How it will offer a service or product that doesn't yet exist the way you envision your service or product, and how it will become a healthy business, a profitable business. And by the way, even not-for-profit organizations have to be profitable. Your advisors are there to help you build your strategy for setup, funding, creation, eventual launch, growth, and if needed, selling your business. Your advisors will and should change also based on your needs and your business needs. And they should each have a specific strength to offer as your business grows. And for that reason, they should all be able to provide a solid assessment of your business at various stages, especially when you're starting up. You see, advising is more than giving advice or being honest. Many times those we trust and go to with an idea for launching a business may give us honest feedback for our idea. But most people have a really hard time separating your idea from their own ideas. For example, we all know people who, if we were to say, I have an idea for a business that opens mobile pop-up farmers markets for local farmers to sell into our community and bring our community together. Those two things together, not just a local farmer market and not just a community gathering, but both of them. And it will go into each town or rotate across towns within 10 miles of each other. We all know people whose response will probably sound like this. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I thought of doing that, but then I thought about the effort in getting contracts for local farmers and the logistics and the permits to sit in the town squares and what it takes to actually set up the space, and plus what happens if it rains during the days of the pop-ups, and more problems, more obstacles, more problems, more obstacles. You see, in that instance, the person is being honest and you can trust their honesty. But they're not giving you a supportive assessment. They're simply defending why they aren't doing what you're thinking of doing and also listing for you many potential obstacles. And it's good to think about obstacles. But in this example, the supportive assessment is lacking. That person might find those things to be too difficult to overcome, all of those problems and obstacles they listed, and that's why they decided not to pursue that type of business. Effective advisors, though, they focus on you. A supportive assessment would look like this. Oh, that sounds interesting. How far along are you in your thinking? How serious are you about doing this? What are you most concerned about? Who else have you talked to help you determine how feasible this could be for you? And of course, how can I help? That's why you need an advisor. And that's also why you should always look for advisors that have those qualities and characteristics. Someone who knows what questions to ask, when to ask them, how to facilitate deeper thinking in the context of your success as an entrepreneur, as a founder, as a small business owner, as a growing business owner, you name it. So that's my answer. Yes, you need advisors if you're going to start up a business, and those advisors are in service to you. They should be present and accounted for as facilitators to how you're thinking through the various factors required for success based on who you are as a founder, what business you're thinking of launching, and the different aspects of business you may need to consider now versus later. You should receive advice that enables you to avoid common mistakes and leverage an advisor's learning and experience and hopefully some expertise. All of that is true, but you do not need advisors who will tell you why they wouldn't do something you're looking to do, or share war stories that aren't relevant to your business, or tell you what you need to do. My goodness, over the years, I've heard a lot of people espousing to be advisors say things like this. Okay, here's what you need to do. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Avoid that. That is not an advisor. That's a task manager. The moment you hear that, understand this. That is not the advisor who's going to help you. You need someone who's going to understand your business and get on the level of your context to work with you, not manage you or your work, and tell you how you should build your business. There are many times when you're going to need some of that. There are. And you may ask, how should I do this? Or a key advisor will offer recommendations, but that's later when general business administration comes into play, and it's farther down the path. And farther down the path, in fact, your eventual board of directors will support you with that. But in the early days, if you're moving from concept to startup, or as this question asked, if you feel like you're just starting up, you need and deserve someone who can reach into the depths of your mind and the depths of your soul and help extrapolate and help articulate what it is you're looking to do. There are people who will either live their dream through you or try to replicate any past success they've had, thinking that's what you want and that's what's worked for them, so that's what will work for you. And some of it might. But when you're a founder, when you're an entrepreneur, you can find the general common aspects of business startups in books, websites, and various other resources. You don't need someone telling you how to manage the mechanics of starting a business. You can get that very easily. You need guidance, mentorship. You need advisement from those who will help you get to the heart of your business, who enable you to broaden your perspective in a way that doesn't overwhelm you with scope. You need a safe space to test ideas, organize the hard aspects of your startup business, like your key messages and talking points. What makes your business better than your competition? How it meets an unmet need, such as what will make everybody want to buy what you have to offer. It's really all about you, not your advisor. For your resources, I found an interesting article from growthmentor.com. It's from 2023 called The Ultimate Guide to Startup Advisors. Now, full disclosure, I'm not a member, nor do I know a lot about Growth Mentor and their team, but the article provides excellent perspective, and it's always worth looking into resources that talk about how they want to support startups if you're looking to found a business. I posted another interesting article called The Ultimate Guide to Startup Advisors, Are They Worth Your Time and Equity? It's interesting how both are ultimate guides. They are easy reads with depth though, and I think you'll find them useful. As always, keep asking questions. I'm here to support you and continue building our community. My hope is to gather my followers from a few different platforms and join them here. So please subscribe, follow, send in your questions in the comments or the podcast website, askchrista.com. That's Christa with a CH. And while you're there, join our mailing list to receive a weekly newsletter that offers additional quick tips and resources. I appreciate everyone's support. And if you have a question about business challenges and workplace issues, ask Christa.